when I put air in the tires of my old car, it would auto recalibrate when I started my car. And be able to tell that I put air in. Mm-hmm. And nothing happened when I put air in the tires of this car. Nothing changed. The light stayed on, even though the tires all had plenty of air in them and stuff. So apparently in this one, he showed me where there's a button that you have to hit to tell it to recalibrate. It seems backwards to me. Like the old car automatically did that, and now I have to tell it to do that. Maybe there's a good reason for it. I don't care. But he was really nice about letting me know that, there are differences in how this one works. But yeah, when he looked in the one that was super low, he's like, oh yeah, you've got a screw or maybe a bolt in there. And it's been there a long time because it's really worn down. So here's my theory. My theory is that I actually picked that up in June when I was driving, or when my low tire light originally came on, when it was like 80 degrees. And so I took it to the dealership right away that day, and they put air in it. And I think it must have been enough air for it to basically be okay. Kind of sealed it up.
Right.
But in the fall, it got colder. And so, the tire pressure does go down when it gets colder. And so then it wasn't enough air to hold the seal anymore. So then the light came back on. But of course, I still drove for several weeks after that. So by the time I noticed, oh my God, it's down to 18 PSI. It was an actual problem because I was trying to ignore it because I was trying not to be a worrier. But so anyway, that's been resolved. But I am pretty sure that they missed it in June.
People give us worry are such crap. Oh, you worry too much. It's like, no, we have good cause.
Right. Like sometimes things actually went wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand, like, there is a thing where that monitor is really sensitive. And they did explain to me that it's not actually the PSI it's measuring, it's the size of the tire. So, which is actually an argument in my favor as far as like when it comes on after I've been driving for 10 miles, they should be bigger.
Right.
So it shouldn't come on after I've been driving for a long time if it's measuring the size.
Right.
So, because as you drive, it warms up and it gets bigger. And, it's like, I kind of know how that works. It's one of the few things I know anything about with my car. So in any case, long story short, pretty sure they missed the actual problem back in June.
Yeah.
Fortunately, patching a tire, super inexpensive in the grand scheme of car repairs.
Right.
And it was like $30 or something like that. Right. 30, maybe somewhere between 30 and 35 with taxes and stuff. But I had some rewards because I take my car there all the time. Not from this car, but probably I had some old rewards from my old car. And so I paid $6.
Nice.
I was like, score. Yeah. And now I'm going to go buy a $200 pair of shoes. Right. Because that's how much shoes for me cost. But I can still afford it, relatively speaking, because I only had to pay $6 for my car.
Right. Yeah, we have the GM, I don't remember, the Equinox. And I had just gotten a thing from them wishing for the holidays. Here, pick a gift card. And I was like, okay, $10 iTunes gift card is the one I can pick. So like, score.
That would be nice.
So yeah.
I hardly ever buy music anymore, but there are some things where it would be nice to be able to maybe buy like a TV show or something like that.
Yeah. I think that ended up paying for my RuPaul's Drag Race. I didn't even go check yet. Actually, I don't even think I've redeemed it yet. It's probably still sitting in my email. I should go do that. Pick out a movie or something.
There you go.
So.
I don't remember how I got on the car tangent. Oh, because we were in my car that one time when we recorded and it was loud. Not probably because of the bolt or screw that was in the tire, but just FYI, I've been super safe driving for months. Ironic. Or no, sarcastic. That's what I'm looking for. So, yeah. Hopefully that was my one-time problem for this car.
Has the light been off now?
Yeah, it's been off the whole time since I took it in last weekend.
She's alive.
Actually, it's kind of pale. It's hard to tell. I think that's the look she's going for, though.
Yeah, probably. My daughter just came out of her room.
Her room right now.
Right. Technically my craft room.
I've been banished to the living room to hang out and record. Yeah. What have I been watching?
I've been watching Skin Wars.
I don't know what that is.
So RuPaul's a judge on it.
A what?
It's like I was putting drag and judge together and it came out drug.
Okay.
He's a judge on that one.
Okay.
And it has Rebecca Romaine as the host.
Okay.
And it's body
I'm
painting.
glad she's got new work.
Right.
And what was the show she was on? The Librarians.
Yes.
I love that show.
Yes.
So
and
sad.
she was Mystique on X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just that
blows my mind.
All of those.
But because like I can, the total kick action that she would do in X-Men, and then you see what she was doing in Librarians. I'm like, come on, you got better moves than that.
Right.
But no, it's body painting.
Okay.
And so the only reason it caught my eye is because they did Face Off. That's a totally different show. Skin Wars. Like a little mini, like not an all-stars thing, but a mini little challengey one where RuPaul's the host of that one. So I was like, oh, wait, before I start watching that, I need to go back and watch the other one. So I started watching those. It was quite interesting and fascinating. And one guy was complete arrogant dick.
Okay.
So, and people were calling him out for it too.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good show, but.
Yeah, I've been watching like random things that have been saved on my TiVo. So what I recently watched, I rewatched season 10 of X-Files and then finally watched season 11, which was from last winter. Right. So I finally got through all of that.
Yeah, I don't think I finished.
I think one of the things is that I like to make sure that there's somewhere there are some things that X-Files is one of my favorite shows ever. And I own the first 9 seasons all on DVD. I wonder if they've ever done those as Blu-ray. But in any case, I own them on DVD. And I don't have them on DVD or Blu-ray for, seasons 10 or 11 at this point. So I'm like, well, if I delete them, is there somewhere I can watch, if I decide I want to rewatch or whatever, can I watch streaming? And so I think that one's on Amazon Prime or Hulu, one of the two. So it's not on Netflix, those 2 seasons, but I don't know if any of the seasons are anymore, but it's on one of the other ones. I think it might be Hulu. So it's like, okay, good. Now I can watch these and delete them and whatever. So my TiVo, which was hovering around, somewhere between 70 to 80% full all the time, and sometimes up into the 90s if I was gone for a few days or something like that. Or busy or whatever. I'm actually down I actually went under 50%.
Wow.
I'm at like 52 or something like that now. But, the main thing right now is that I need to get caught up with Jeopardy because I've been watching it steadily, but when you get behind, it is, it's every day. So I have to try to balance that. And I think one of the podcasts that I listened to, Crime Writers on, they're doing a review of The Innocent Man. It's a new show on Netflix, somehow connected to John Grisham. I don't know how. So I haven't really looked at anything other than I added to my list so that I can maybe watch that this weekend while I work on the mittens and scarf that I need to do. I might watch more Great British Baking Show because I'd like to watch more of that, but it makes me sad that I can't watch all the seasons because it would be fun to kind of keep a notebook for that too. I even have one that would really work for that. But I like to do things in order unless I do it in my loose leaf notebook where I can rearrange the pages. Then I might be able to handle it being out of order because I can just fix it later. That's one of the coolest things that I found somewhat recently with the sort of Japanese products. And I don't know how to do these fancy videos or anything yet, but it's just like notebooks in smaller sizes, like the one that I've been using for a while. I think this is I don't remember if this is I think this is a B5 size, and I don't know what size that is in like actual like terms that anybody knows, but actually I have another notebook that's the same size and it has measurements on it. There are these Kokuyo campus things, so I have like a regular bound notebook in this, and I think it's a B5 and it's 6 millimeters. No, that doesn't make any sense. I think that's the grid size, 6 millimeters. I don't know how big this is, but anyway, it's a standard size. I think it's B5. And Kokuyo also has loose leaf notebooks in B5. But what I didn't know until recently was that they also have the Smart Ring notebooks in A5. So I just ordered stuff for that from Jet Pens that didn't arrive yet. So I can't, do an unboxing or anything. But I really love the idea of being able to take notes and then rearrange them later. Having loose leaf notebooks, and the Japanese, the Kukoyo, we'll make sure it's noted in the show notes. Kokuyo campus things. One thing that's really cool about the paper, first of all, it's lovely to write on. It's super smooth. I think that the paper that I have been getting is called Sarah or something like that. Well, again, show notes. But it looks like regular lined paper, but it actually has dots across it that are really hard to see. So I might need to get a magnifying glass or something, but it does have dots. So you could use a ruler and draw lines vertically if you wanted to. It's kind of nice because you could do it just in a little section of the page. You don't have to do it on the whole page or, have gridded note paper. If you just want to put in a little table, it'll help you make little lines and stuff. So it's really popular. I mean, it's called Campus for a reason because I think it's really popular with students in Japan. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things that I found this year, besides all the pens and the whatevers, but just these loose leaf notebooks are pretty awesome.
Great British Baking Show.
Yes.
I think we can watch them all on YouTube. I'm looking at...
Because I can watch YouTube on my TV.
Great British Bake Off Season 1 by McKenna DeVore uploaded. There's 2 of 6. And there's a couple episodes. It says video deleted for 1 and 3, but 2, 4, 5, and 6 are up there. And I'm thinking this is the first one.
Huh? Does it say season or series?
This one says season, but I'm looking at I've not seen these people before.
Okay, I'll just check Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Does it have descriptions where you can tell who the people are?
She did not.
Because that's how I've been matching up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think for the one I was watching the show as they were introducing people, that I found the right Wikipedia page to see that's how I figured out that it was series 3 for that beginnings one.
One person commented, "It's so frustrating that a cooking competition would call macarons macaroons. Macaroons are drops of coconutty goodness, and macarons are French almond meringue with a cream filling."
Yes.
But there's series 1. Let me see if I can see. Because really, we only need to get 1 and 2. Because 3 is... And 4. Because 3 is up there, right? Or is 3 and 4 up at the beginning?
It was just 3.
3, yeah.
I mean, unless they've added stuff since. But when I watched it was just the one season. And then it had it might have had some other tack-on things like a masterclass and stuff. No, that was in the TV Time guide. It had other things listed for season 3. Series 3, whatever. Then the Netflix thing had. Update since the last episode. Last podcast episode update. It's a thing from this other podcast I listen to where they do true crime updates. None of you know, well, that's not true. At least 2 of you know who Matt is. I actually saw him at work the other day. It was kind of like a holiday miracle. It's a big building with a lot of people, and it's the one person I know, not the one person, but someone that I know from a reason other than working together.
Right.
I never see, but we were in the same place at the same time yesterday.
I don't know why, but Gorilla in the Mist popped in my head, but that doesn't seem appropriate.
It's like the crowd parted, and there he was. This person that I know and never, ever see.
Did you go say hi or just
I didn't have a chance because that was that was when the entertainment and stuff was starting. Or they did some drawings and stuff, and then they did entertainment. And then by the time I was able to, there were so many people there that my coworker from my unit and I who went down, we had to grab extra chairs. There were no chairs left at the tables and stuff. And this is the biggest room we have in the building. So I think that might be true. So by the time we were able to make our way that way and get a piece of cake to go, he was long gone.
Yeah.
So
she sent us pictures. I'm like, what, are you just stalking him from a distance? I
was like, wait, I know that head. In the crowd. Yeah, because it was not close. I zoomed in. So I think that's him.
Best use of a camera phone when you're never sure is you hold up your camera phone and you zoom in and you just start peering at your phone like, yeah, that looks like that might be